So number two, as you were
Yeah.
getting into there, plan for the future.
What you really need to do is consider where you will be, in 2 years' time. Yes, parents can watch gradings, Natalie, 100%. They're encouraged. They actually come into the room and they're part of the grading process. So, it's really important that they see that progression. It's a bit like my daughter's dance. When I saw her, I used to go to see her performances. So it's a similar sort of philosophy. Plan for the future. Make sure you're going to have a minimum of 2 training spaces, and even a third or fourth is ideal. Otherwise, you'll find yourself there 7 days a week trying to accommodate all your students. So, it's a good problem to have, though. Don't stress about that. Also, plan for, you might have to have extra staff, and they'll need workspaces as well. And yes, I always recommend have your office there. And have a home office. I'm operating from my home office. I've got a fairly elaborate office at my facility, but if I go down there, I'm going to get captured and caught up in other stuff. So I'm working from my home office at the moment, which my systems all replicate, and I can do it from anywhere. So yeah, that's the feeling of the trap. But most importantly, I think, when you plan, is look at what budget you're going to put into this new location, because it is a bit of a gamble. So far so good. We haven't fallen on our sword, but you want to make sure if you're going to lose that money or not recoup it for 3 years, you haven't, built this state-of-the-art facility. And unfortunately, not everyone appreciates, your polished floors, which cost you $7,000, or that lounge that cost you, or chairs that cost you, $400 more than the medium-sized one that they hardly sit on anyway. So you got to be careful. I set up a gym in my area. It was a mistake. I spent a lot of money, and the only people that train in there is the spiders. So it's not really that good. I mean, our staff do use it. I use it myself, and it's part of our package, but. I would have rather made that more into a preschool training area, which I may do in due course. And that gives me a 4th training area. So it's just using that as an example. But I'm sure most of this is, you're just hearing something that you already know, or you've come across yourself or stumbled on. But don't forget, we're setting this up for someone under license or a second location for you, and they don't know any of this. So we're trying to get past the pitfalls.